What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. And today I traded stock CLOV and I traded another stock. Check out what happened here. It's a red day. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into this recap here. It's very important because we're going to do a recap that's going to also include some volume analysis. You're going to want to stick around for that because it really weighed in a lot in my decision making on NEXT. All right, I took 2 trades on CLOV, and 1 trade on NEXT. Now, that 1 trade on NEXT could have brought me well back into the green on the day. However, it didn't, because as I was in the trade, I was analyzing volume, and the volume was showing me that we had a shot there where it might not push up. Even though it ended up, making the move, it was a short-lived move in a way. So we're going to go ahead and jump into those charts. Before we do me a quick favor, smash the like button for me. It'll bring a smile to my face today and help on this red day. And we'll also go ahead and check out the links in the description section below. If you're looking for a new broker, Webull, you download the app, fund the account with $100, you get 2 free stocks. And also check out the daytraderchatroom.com. Come trade with us 5 days. You're going to get access to dashboard, video lesson library with over 200 videos for just $5 for 5 days. So make sure you take advantage of that, the daytraderchatroom.com. That's your little trial there. Check us out. I'm fully convinced you'll want to sign up right afterwards. Now let's go ahead and jump into the charts. Okay, guys. So today's recap, watch list. I had an extensive watch list today. We had CLOV, WEN, GBS, Next, AMC, GME, BBIG, Tesla, RMED on watch today. All of those were on watch on the watch list for the day. And let's go just down the line real quick. CLOV, monster move. All right, WEN. It's kind of like giving you a little bit of a potential setup now. I'd have to dissect the chart. GBS, not much going on there. We had a lot of chop. I told you guys I don't like it because we had a lot of chop. See that new high, insta rejection, and then it tries again, and then it fails. I would have expected this failure to happen right here. More often than not, that's exactly what you get. Okay, that's a bearish signal that you see taking place there. We've gone over that as a whole lesson before. It's in the video lesson library here on your dashboard at the daytraderchatroom.com. Next, literally next. Okay, nice move. Good little trade I had on that one. AMC, I told you guys $60. $60 is the line. If it can't get up over $60, then I don't want to partake in any trades here because it's just going to be in the chop. Sure enough, we haven't been able to break and hold $60. So we're back down here in the chop. At this point, I would like to see AMC come back down here and just consolidate for a few days in this box. Is it going to happen? Who knows? But that's what I would like to see at this point out of AMC. GME, actually pretty strong move today, but then look at that, right back underneath. That is one nasty daily looking candle. Look at that. Look at that candle. That is ugly. Look at where it found resistance, guys. Look at this top back here, okay? Look at that top back there. Look at what happens here when I put this line. Boom. And then they want to tell you, right? Then the apes want to tell you, oh, what are you doing analyzing a chart that has no place here? Because when us apes come in, we buy the float and all sorts of nonsense. Technical analysis is valid, guys. Look, technical analysis is valid on these meme stocks. Plain as day. Plain as day. All right, let's move on from this. BBIG was also on watch. Nothing going on there. Tesla was also on watch because China-made vehicle sales surged 29% in May. Nothing going on there. RMED was on watch from yesterday for continuation. Nothing going on there. So I quickly said CLOV, was the one I was going to watch, along with Next was the one I was going to watch. I treated both of these stocks. CLOV actually bucked me off twice, okay? Like a bucking bronco, it bucked me off twice. And let me show you the trades on CLOV. Okay, so the first trade on CLOV was maybe I was a little bit early. Maybe I was a little bit early. Maybe, but I'm not convinced I was. You see that little pullback right there and hold the VWAP? I jumped right on in there, right? Boom, I'm in, bang, let's go, right? Because we're holding VWAP, we're holding the 23.6 Fibonacci level, all right? And if we scroll back here, I'm gonna put a line, I'm gonna put my crosshairs here on the intraday chart. Look at the line that populates here on the daily when I do so. You see that top? Previous all-time highs area. So I'm like, bet, you know, this thing's just gonna probably launch right off of that. And then right here, I get stopped out. I'm like, seriously, man, are you it stops me out by a little bit. And then it quickly reclaims and begins to hold. So I'm like, okay, I'm back in this thing, right? I'm back in this thing. I give it more room on the stop. And I say I'm back in and I want to see now the move. We get this quick pop, okay? Quick pop right here to like 1850s. I take a little piece of profit off at 1845. When we kind of reject the level, I can't draw my circle. So I take a little piece of profit off up there. And we instantly come all the way back down to where I bought it from. Okay? I took this as an attempt. You know, we're a little bit of ways, not too far, but we're a little bit of ways from the high. But I took that as an attempt at the highs, right? It's like it threw a jab at the highs and the guy bobbed and weaved and you missed the jab. And it gets slammed all the way back down here to where I bought it. So right there, I mark it out of the entire position and I take another L on CLOV. Part profit, part loss. It basically wish-washed itself off, but over here, I took a full-size loss. Okay, I kind of got shook there. I took a full-size loss. Maybe my stop was a little bit too tight. Maybe I didn't give it enough wiggle room, okay? That's very possible. We all make mistakes. It doesn't matter if you've been trading for 6 months, 6 years, or 30 years, we all make mistakes as traders. So maybe my stop was a little bit too tight on that first entry. So I sell out of it there. So now I'm 0 for 2 really, because there's a little bit of a little bit of a win, a little bit of a loss, kind of like nothing happened there. Small red probably on that one overall. And then we got that explosive move, and I was so mad. I was really mad about that, honestly. So we're back up on over on next. On next, I come in here. Let me adjust these fibs to where it was at the time. Okay, so on next, we are right in here. I come in, and let me see where my alert was. Okay, long 536, stop 525. So I get long in here around 536 in this candle with my stop just underneath 525, because at this point I don't expect that level to be violated again. All right. Whoops. We get one quick little pop here and it instantly rejects and comes all the way back down just like CLOV did. This time I said, no, no, no. And I didn't sell anything, right? I was like, okay, I'm going to wait it out. We come right back up and we start to make like a little wave action, right? We start to make little wave actions here. Let me see here. What's the time of this? That is 10:30. When we get that quick little pop there, I take a little piece of profit off at 5:45 because I was like, I'm going to be taking a little bit of profit here on pops just in case, because I'm already red on the day. I want to knock that down a little bit if I can. So a little bit of profit comes off there, 5:45. We get another quick little pop here. And we finally get the big move. Now, I take, like I said, a little piece of profit off there. And I take another little piece of profit off in here, because that starts to be a pivot area and I don't want to get slammed back down here and then, you know, just be a really bad day. So I take a little piece of profit there, a little piece of profit there, right? So I'm long 536, stop 525. I take a little piece of profit 545. I take a little bit more profit 548, okay? And then I take a little bit more 555, and then I'm down to just about 15% of my original position size. So I've taken a lot of profit throughout. Let me erase these two little circles. I've taken a lot of profit off throughout this zone right in there. Okay, I've taken a lot of profits off there because I was concerned that this thing, look at the volume, okay? I was concerned that this thing wasn't going to make the move. Why? Okay, every time we came down here to the support zone, we did get a bounce. There's no doubt about it. We got clear bounces every time. However, every time we bounced, we actually had a little tiny increase in volume. Very small increase in volume. Very, very small increase in volume on those little bounce attempts. We didn't have, a nice increase in volume. What's a nice increase in volume? Something like this. See how they get smaller? Each bounce gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Each bounce attempt, right? Here we pull in, we bounce off, increase in volume, right? You can see that. Come in, bounce, increase in volume. Come in, bounce, increase in volume, but very small. Come in, bounce, very tiny increase in volume. So I started to notice that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to just take profits in here. So I took the bulk of my position off here. What happens here? Now at this point, I've knocked my red down a lot. However, I didn't knock down enough of it to bring me back to the green on the day. Had these bounces been brought with better volume, I would not have taken as much profit off in this zone. I might have taken a little tiny piece, 10% off, and held on to 90% of my position looking for the bigger move, which would have been the real first take profit right here in the 570s in front of this high of day area, just in case we double top. All right, just in case we double top. Now that would have probably brought me back very close to being green on the day. And then the extension we got off of that, I would have taken more profits off in here, and that would have definitely brought me green on the day, because that was the main profit target, $6, right? But because I analyzed the volume and I didn't like what I saw and I took bigger profits off lower because of that volume, well, here I am, just still red on the day, but I did knock the red down a lot. Now, we eventually did get the drop that I thought we could have had at any point in time on next. So that basically concludes the trade on next. Now, what were my alerts? All right, so more off 555, taking more off 571, and then flat 603. High of day was about what? 613. Okay, that's the high of day. So it still went a little bit further, obviously, but hey, I'm never trying to capture entire moves, nor am I ever saying that's a good idea. The idea is to manage risk. All right, my job is to manage risk and book profits at my profit targets. And $6 was my ultimate profit target. Why? Look at the daily chart. Look at $6. Look at $6 here to the left. Lots of resistance back in here, okay? So that's why it was my profit target. All right, guys, so that's it. I hope you learned something. Let me know your thoughts. Drop them in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload my next video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.